Okay, writers, here's an audio prompt that focuses on helping you create storylines and scenes. This is a great video to listen to if you're feeling writer's block or if you aren't sure what to do with your story. You can call this a story brainstorm or a writing nightmare. You're going to want to go to some dark places during this exercise. So first, open up a So Create Writer document and click on the Actions command. Using a character or story you're working on, make a list of the 5 worst things that can happen to your character or in your story. As you're coming up with this list, try to write as fast as possible. Don't think about it too much. Write from your instincts. You don't want to get too inside your head. Remember, you can continue to revise this list over several days, weeks, and months. Perhaps you can come up with 10 to 20 problems. Try to go to some dark places and come up with the worst situations you could put your character in. Remember, when coming up with bad situations for your character, know the difference between a problem and an inconvenience. Problems tend to be more serious and have significant consequences. They often require immediate attention and can have lasting impacts if not resolved. Inconveniences, on the other hand, are usually just minor annoyances or disruptions that are less serious and have limited impact to your character. While inconveniences can be frustrating, they don't typically cause major disruptions or long-term consequences to your story or your characters, while problems can disrupt normal functioning, cause stress, and potentially lead to further issues if left unresolved for your characters. An example of a major problem is a scuba diver who's underwater and their tank has run out of air, or an airplane pilot who's in mid-flight and the plane runs out of fuel. An inconvenience is running late due to traffic, a slow internet connection, or a minor spill that requires cleaning up. You want to create problems, not inconveniences for your characters. Take a look at several of these problems and realize that each one can be a new direction to take your story or character in. Now, take one of those problems and escalate it. Make it worse for the character. Remember, the harder the problem gets, the more engaging the story becomes. Methods to make your problems harder include creating obstacles that become increasingly difficult. As the story progresses, the consequences of failure or success become more significant. Your character has more to lose, which heightens the tension of the story. Another way to escalate a problem is to introduce new obstacles, twists, or complications to the current problems. Remember, your character will grow and evolve in response to the escalating problems, revealing new facets of their behavior and backstory. Try to do this story brainstorming for 20 minutes or longer depending on the flow you get into. Remember, you can keep coming back to this exercise and increase your list of problems or develop those problems. It's all up to you. Also remember that harder problems for your character won't come to you in the moment. Maybe they'll come to you through the day while you're doing something else, like working out at the gym, or waiting at a traffic light, or cooking dinner. Just keep your cell phone nearby with your So Create Writer app on it and write those problems as they come to you. Go ahead and leave comments and suggestions about this particular audio prompt. And if you have new ideas for these kinds of explorations, let us know.